I explained that I had no friends in Delhi, that I had left home without sitting through my exams, and most importantly, that even if I did apply for a clerk job, I would be earning less than him. But think of the status of working in an office with an electric fan over your head, Shoeshine argued. There is that, I suppose, I replied, smiling. But I have to get a job straight away. I want to start a job right now. Well, my friend said, reluctantly giving in. If you really want to, I don't know how others will take it. There is a Shoeshine Union. You know, and Connaught Circus is a profitable place. If there's an extra shoe shine, it means that everyone else earns a little bit less. Maybe other persons were not comfortable by joining you because of earning less. I hadn't thought of it like that. And Shoeshine has opened up a whole new world for me. For the moment, I lost the feeling of hopelessness and despair which had possessed me ever since I arrived in Delhi. To work as a shoeshine become my most important goal in life. But if I can persuade the others, Shoeshine said, breaking into my thoughts, you need to get all stuff like box, brushes, cream, polish and some rags. Yes, of course, I replied, drawn back to reality once again. And how much will it all cost? About 10 or 12 rupees. Shoeshine answered, shouldn't be much more than that. Really? I said and started laughing. Why? What's that matter? Don't you believe me? Of course I believe you, but the simple fact is that I only have 5 rupees and some loose changes. This time, Shoeshine was really shocked. His mouth fell open and his eyes shot up in a surprise. You mean you really mean? I am afraid I do, I replied. You see, I could never have an electric fan over my head. He closed his eyes and his face became thoughtful while he put his hand inside the pocket of his half pants several times. Well, he said, he shall have to find a way. It was nearly 6 o'clock and we walked a few yards in silence towards the Rivoli cinema where a show had just ended. Shoeshine quickened his steps. I must work now, but you come to see me at 11 o'clock after the last show. Then I shall talk with my friends and see what they say. All right, I nodded as I watched him to walk away. And don't worry, he shouted just before he turned the corner. If they let you work here, we will find the money somehow. I walked along the streets of Delhi. I wonder what the history of my country meant to be. Here was a land where man had achieved greatness on every plane: astronomy, algebra, architecture, even poetry, music, and art. Yet, in this very city where 7 empires had come and gone, where Akbar and Ashoka ruled. You can see the picture of Akbar and Ashoka on the left hand side. Above picture is of Akbar and the lower picture of is Ashoka. I could not get a job, and a boy like Shoeshine had not been able to finish his schooling. By 11 o'clock, I had walked 8 miles when I met Shoeshine Lal. Connaught Circus was nearly deserted. Hello, Shoeshine Lal said, greeting in Hindi. Hello, I replied as a few men around him moved aside to let me come to him. These are my friends, Shoeshine Lal added, waving his hand over the group. What do they have to say about my working with them here in Connaught Circus? Well, Shoeshine Lal replied, pulling a face. Just then, one of the younger men started speaking very fast in a strange dialect that I could not easily follow. This was taken up by an older man, and in few minutes, 4 others joined in. When they stopped talking, Shoeshine Lal, who had been quiet all this time, translated for me. The union was having trouble with authorities. They had refused to grant a license to the Shoeshine. Although hawkers could apply for one. So, in effect, polishing shoe on the pavement was illegal like pegging, and one had to depend on the goodwill of the policeman. The head of the Shoeshine Union knew some English, but obviously someone with better knowledge of the language would be of great help. So, though most of group was against letting me in, they had reluctantly added to give me a chance, provided I helped out with the correspondence. I literally jumped for joy and gave Shoeshine Lal a close hug. They also say, he added, that we take collection for you to buy the box and the rest of the material. So you can keep the 5 rupees to buy food and other things till you begin to earn a little. And after few weeks of working, you can pay back the money for the box. A toffee tin was passed around. And little over 7 rupees was collected that evening. We will get more tomorrow, Shoeshine said when the rest are here. You know, there are 30 of us who work in Kannat circus. The group dispersed and I went home with Shoeshine that night. Benefit of positivity in the workplace. First point, it reduces your stress. Second point, it produces more energy to do work. Third, improve customer relations. Fourth, motivate others on work. Fifth, don't look for big things. Just do small things in a great way. Same if you show interest in your work. Similarly, as Shoeshine, you will get succeed in your work and you will find happiness in that any work also. There is no shame in doing any kind of work. If you are 10th fail or if you are thinking that how you will get job, how you will get success in your life, there are so many opportunities for you. You can take one small work at a time and make a step from there. Thank you. Namaste.